It's about time I start streaming again.
We are so back. Oh, we are so back. I'm so back. Look, it's been a while, okay? Believe it or not, I used to be a gamer streamer. And I would stream every day for at least 2 hours a day. Do it every single day. Averaged about, oh, look at this. This beautiful 411 views. But a lot of those views happened afterwards, which means that I had like 0 views. Look, let me mourn the loss of my streams, okay? The daily streams, they were great while they lasted. The gaming, all of the amazing stuff that we did. But look, I am a political streamer now. So it's over, okay? It's gone. And you know what really radicalized me? Well, there were a lot of things other than gaming. But what really happened and what was really sad, one second, we have a moment of silence for the gaming streams. Okay, they're gone. What really happened was I wanted to know, how good was my challenge run? Because I used to do this challenge run for a game called Terraria. You don't have to know what Terraria is. It doesn't matter. All you have to understand is that it was a very difficult challenge run. I played through the entire game without breaking or placing a single block. Okay? Very difficult. Let me give you an idea of how difficult. All right, somebody else did this challenge run. Well, you know what? Let's go through this video. So if we look at this video, this is me,
fully ready yet, but
the wonderful lad I was
stream. Not today.
however many months ago. Oh wait, I played Outer Wilds right after this. How wonderful. Oh, right here. Yes, I beat him actually pretty early into the stream. But this is what happened.
Okay,
it was
beautiful.
beautiful.
We gotta get away from this.
Eventide. It's all coming back to me now.
All right,
The
so
world
far, I'm doing
was
pretty good.
basically the same as it
But
was
every
before.
time
There
I
was
say
even
that,
this
I miss
super
something.
cool Hoik track that I had.
Even though
Look at
everything is like a
this.
platinum,
You can't
you
even.
just have so many more.
This isn't even
platinum,
gonna make any sense if you don't know what Terraria is. I don't care. I have to
Alright,
show
let's do
this.
it.
Okay.
Please
Look
work.
at that. I'm teleporting through
Please
the
work.
walls. Isn't that amazing?
Please.
You don't even have to know what gaming is.
Please.
Teleporting through walls.
Please.
Okay? I did that. It took a
Yes.
very long time. And I did it without placing or breaking anything. I did it basically with glitches. Actually, they're not really glitches. They're allowed in the game. But anyway, I was wondering, you know what? How many views could I expect to get on a video like this? If I were to publish it, if I were to edit it, because I didn't have the money to get somebody else to edit it, and it would probably take upwards of, I don't know, maybe 100 hours. It might have been the hardest part of the challenge, because the challenge itself took me over 100 hours. Probably hundreds of hours if we're talking about the research and testing. But I decided, you know what? How many views would I get on this video? And I looked up, a similar run, and then I found this. I was like, wait a second. This is my run. Can I beat Terraria without breaking or placing a single block? And look at this. He did it 2 months ago, October 23rd. And I did this somewhere 4 months ago, to August 18th, 2025. Did he steal my idea? Probably not, to be honest. He probably didn't. Maybe he did, but I very seriously doubt it, okay? Because he got that run together and he edited it, all of it, very shortly. So I think that he legit, and he did it totally different from me because he did it hardcore. This guy, look, shout out to
Things got off to a
Frostburn,
bad start.
okay? Complete shout out.
I'm in the wrong place.
Because you know
Do
what,
I
with
need
this
to recall her?
off video, because with this video I realized, it's not for me. I'm not the gamer guy. I'm not gonna get all the views from gaming. I'm not gonna get it from doing this ridiculous challenge runs and gaming videos and hundreds of hours of streaming that I put in with hardly any views. Thank you, Frostburn. You radicalized me. You made me realize that this wasn't for me. By the way, he did much better in his run. Go watch the video, or you could go watch all of my videos. They'll probably be privated by the end of this because it's a shame. Okay. By the way, this candle has a very good smell. I burned it for a few seconds, and I mean, my room is just already, the gamer smell is just disappearing from my room. I'm just kidding. I don't really play games. Okay, so all of that aside, we're getting political. I said this was going to happen. Okay, you knew it was going to happen. Now, I might have scared you with the intro. Maybe you think I'm, white guy, with a somewhat shaven head, but you don't have to worry, okay? I'm a sissy liberal boy, so you ain't got to worry about that. Anyway, let's get into world politics, okay? The daily streams are gone. They're over. It's very sad. Who am I? I'm some guy studying international relations. That's my interest, is international relations and the United Nations. Now, I wanted to move to another country very quickly because I wanted to do work in other countries, but I realized that maybe I should help, fix up my own country a little bit politically before I go to other countries. Now, sadly, we're not going to be talking about America too much today. We will be talking about it a lot because America is important in international politics, but we won't be talking about it a crazy amount. Dang, I have to leave soon. I have to okay, this is sad. I have to go to bed. So, but I had to do Ray Wednesday today. I'm super late. Technically, I'm not late because I haven't set the time. The time is right now, but I'm very late. So, start of the new year, new whatever. We're going to talk about, can we skip Russia, Ukraine? Look, it's almost the same from last year. In fact, the death rate had gone up dramatically at the beginning of 2025 through mid-2025. And it's not a good situation. The casualties are bad. It's not looking like we're getting a lot of progress on that. That's the basic gist of it. Maybe I should expand myself when I'm talking. I don't know. This is beautiful. Have you ever watched a stream where somebody was actively editing their camera position? No, they just have like a little shortcut button. But we do it different here. In school, why did they never teach me how to wear a floral shirt with a suit jacket? They taught me things like basic math and like Civil War history. Who cares about that? Teach me how to, do I button this button? I don't know. So let's talk about Israel, Palestine. They're also in a pretty similar situation. Actually, I'm somewhat surprised on Israel, Palestine. I really thought that would be worse. Let me give you a little secret. Israel and Palestine have been in a violent conflict since 1914, I believe. 1914 is the year. Every single year they've had violent conflict. Is that not insane? Their children are fighting. Their parents have been fighting. Their parents have been fighting. Their great-grandparents, their great-great-grandparents. Since the dawn of time, Israel and Palestine have been fighting. Well, Israel didn't, it wasn't really a thing before 1940s, but we don't have to get into the history. The point is that there's always been conflict in that area. And so I was surprised when they had like a little ceasefire, a little baby. So that's pretty cool. Netanyahu is a war criminal. We all know that. I'm not anti-Semitic though. You don't have to buy into the lies. We all know this by now. Everybody's late to the punch. In middle school, I was saying that, Israel they were doing some crazy things. I was saying that in middle school. That's a long time ago now. I'm old. Depending on who you ask. Singapore. Let's get into that. So, Singapore is an up-and-coming nation. Not really. They were up-and-coming 60 years ago. Now they're a wonderful metropolis, one of the greatest countries in the entire world, if not the greatest country in the entire world, because they've set themselves up for success. I was going to do a cool little lesson on on Singapore. I don't have time for that. We're skipping through everything so fast. Don't worry though. We'll have time next week. I'll go over it. Something I thought I would show off for myself personally, even though I didn't want to talk about America too much. They said that my health insurance bill would go up 14.3 times this year. Look at that. By the way, it is my name. Don't try to find my address from this. You might be able to put it in Photoshop and then desaturate it. I don't know. Not going to give you any tips on how to dox me. Okay, anyway, 14.3 times higher. It went from like $10 to $133 a month. $133 a month for health insurance for one person? What are we talking about? Then they put it down. Now it's only over 7 times greater. I pay $70-something a month for health insurance. And it's unfortunate because I kind of need it. So, yeah, you do kind of, want health insurance. Isn't that crazy? What a crazy concept. Also, they sent me my voter ID after they sent me it on 11/07. I don't know if you could see that. That's insane. I can't show you that they sent it to me. Oh wait, no, they did. Look at that, Matthew P. You can almost see it. I blacked out too much though. Okay, whatever. Anyway, that's for me. They sent it late. It's garbage. It's all garbage. Republicans, Democrats, everything. I said I wouldn't talk about it. You guys got me started. Next up on the chopping block. Actually, you know what? Let's end on a good note. Coal is being completely phased out across Europe. It's actually happening. I believe it's Ireland has completely phased out coal. Let's do a little bit of research. Did they actually? Was it Ireland or was it Iceland? I know the difference between Ireland and Iceland, by the way. Okay, I'm not that American. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Yes, Ireland phased out coal for electricity generation. Oh my gosh. In 2025. Wait, but this is AI. We can't trust this. Ireland has today ended coal power generation. This is fantastic. And I have to go to bed. I'm so sorry. I wanted to... It's okay. It's fine. Whatever. First stream, there's going to be setbacks. We had a good intro. By the way, I'm sorry. If you want that intro every week, that's not going to happen. Unless I start shaving more than hair. Okay. Let's look at this. So, this was a gift I gave to my mom. I wanted to end on a good note. So, they're phasing out coal in Ireland. It's very good stuff. What else is happening? That's it. That's all the good news I got. But this is pretty cool. I'm not Christian, but this is from the Bible. My mother is Christian. That's why I gave her this gift. It kind of, it does in fact make sense. Let's make myself like just really, really, I'll be right there. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Look at that. Galatians 6:9, funny number too. And that is all for this week. We're done. If you want the hair back, feel free to tell me. It'll only take me 2 months or whatever. And that's it. Okay, chat? I'm hoping that I can make a little bit of change. I'm hoping that I can not grow weary. I'm hoping that we can make something happen. But next time I'm going to have to start the stream earlier if we want that. Or I'm going to do a weekend stream. Who knows? Anything could happen. Goodbye. Good night. See ya.